Okay, guys. Good evening to everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening to everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, most of the people are still joining. So let's wait for another 2-3 minutes. Then we will start the session. Yes, all the assignments have been finished up or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think some of the people are not sent the assignments. So I don't know whether they have done this or not.
Which one? Creation of company code?
No, up to the global setting configuration.
Global setting.
Noor, so check it out your network. Okay. So we have discussed about maintain fiscal year variant, assign fiscal year variant, and after that we defined posting period variant and assigning that posting period variant to company code. Okay. And what is the next one?
Hello, sir.
Field status variant. And after
Hello,
the
sir.
creation of field status variant, we need to assign to company code, right? So we have discussed all this stuff. And the global setting still not completed. So maybe we will finish up our global setting today. And tomorrow, so we will start the GL configurations. So whatever the configurations I explained to you guys. So I explain and going to explain. So these are all basic configurations which are very vital for entry posting. So without doing these configurations, we cannot post the transactions. So that is the reason. So this is same for all company codes, like global settings, right? So global setting is particularly for the specific company code. We are assigning even once we create posting period variant, also assigning to particular company code, right? And so without these basic configurations, we cannot perform any testing in the system, unit testing. So our side we will perform unit testing. So far we have done up to field status variant, and today we will finish up rest of the configurations. So these are all configurations are very much important for the next level. So let's start this session. I think this was done morning. So at the end of the session, I will share you one document to you. So in the document, so where points are mentioned, so each point you need to read out and understand. Okay, then it should be helpful to analyze the any kind of issues or any kind of things that we can see in the system. Okay, let's start. See, today I will tell you some of the configurations. Define field status. Sorry, field status already done. Define document types. Okay. So after define document types, define the number ranges for the particular document. So after this, so define groups. Okay. So tolerance group for employees. After this, assignment of tolerance group to employees. posting period, define posting keys. Okay, then global settings. Once we have done this configuration, then entire global settings configurations will be finished up. So now let's understand this concept. What is document types? See, document type means, so let's say, for example, if you want to post any kind of GL related transaction, GL, right? R2R or P2P related transactions or OTC related transactions or asset accounting related standards transactions. So what document type will be used for R2R and for P2P and for asset accounting and for whatever the transaction. So what kind of document type we need to use? This is the question will arise in our mind. Okay, what kind of document type we need to take? Okay, see, generally, so we have several kind of document types in SAP system. Some of the examples, some example I'm sharing here. See, my keyboard is not that much good today. Some of the examples. Of the examples.
Sir, you said R2R. What is this R2R?
Yeah, I will tell you. Don't worry. It's a record to report. Okay, so here some of the examples like general ledger, right? General ledger. General ledger. So for this document, type is SA document. Okay. And accounts payable, invoice. Invoice, right? So invoice, vendor invoice. Vendor invoice. So for this KR document. Okay. And for customer invoice. So for this DR document. For customer credit memo. For customer payments. So for this DZ document. Okay. Vendor payments. This vendor payments KZ document. Okay. For vendor credit memos. KG document. Customer credit memos. See, SAP has already provided standard document types in the system. And according to the client requirement, if you want to create any new document, customized document, then SAP provide solution for that also. Okay, we can create customized document also, and most probably we will try to use all the standard documents which has been provided by SAP. Okay, 1 minute please. See, what is the general ledger document? So tell me one example. So what kind of transactions will come under the general ledger? Anyone?
The rent paid.
Good. Rent paid. Okay, next.
All the recurring expenses, repeated expenses.
Sorry,
like salary.
Salary, paid audit fee.
It's direct expenses, sir.
All indirect expenses. Okay. So here, so general ledger. So let's say one example. Example I'm taking. Rent paid. Okay. So 10K. What is the entry? Rent account debit. Next, bank or cash account, right? So rent is a GL account. Bank also GL account. Okay. So here, so rent paid is comes under the general ledger. General ledger. So for general ledger, we have one document type, SA document. Okay. So let's say, for example, I'm taking one more example, right? And here, outstanding rent to Mr. X, 50K. What is the entry? Tell me.
Outstanding rent account debit to Mr. X.
Outstanding rent. So here, keyboard is not good. Please bear with me. Mr. X, right? Outstanding rent is GL account or not?
Yes, a GL account.
And Mr. X is a GL account.
Mr. X is not GL account, sir.
Then Mr. X is a vendor account, right?
Vendor account, yes, sir.
Okay. So is it comes under the general ledger or accounts? P2P process or what we call accounts payables process is there, AP.
Yes, sir.
Invoice. It's a vendor invoice, right? It's a vendor invoice. So Mr. X is a vendor. Okay, it's not GL. But in SAP system, this vendor account balances will be tracked through subledgers. So that is called as reconciliation GLs. Okay, so reconciliation GLs are always called as subledgers in the SAP system. So whatever the amounts are posted with this Mr. X, that amounts will be tracked through reconciliation account. That means, so vendor has reconciliation account in SAP. All the balances of Mr. X can see in the reconciliation account. Reconciliation accounts are also called as subledger. Okay, through subledger, so Mr. X balances we can see in SAP. So this is a vendor invoice, KR document. Okay, raw material purchased. I already told you, see, I have some problem with my system. Okay. So just to tell me, raw material purchased from Mr. X. What is the entry? Raw material account debit. Mr. X is a credit, right? So Mr. X is a vendor. It's a vendor invoice. Okay, it's a completely vendor invoice. So vendor invoice comes under the K document without purchase order. Generally, we have two types of vendor invoices: with purchase order, without purchase order. So without purchase order, document type is KR. With purchase order, document type is RE document. So these are all document types SAP has already provided. Okay, so there is no need to create any new document for vendor invoicing in real time, because already so KR document is exist. So if client wants, if you want to modify this KR document into some other document type, we can also modify and we can copy the same settings of KR document. There is no problem. Okay. Next thing is, what is the entry for credit sales?
Sir, sales account, vendor and customer account debit to sale account.
Customer account debit to sales account, right? Customer account debit to sales account. Now customer is a GL account. Is customer is a GL?
No, sir.
This is GL, right? Sales account. Customer is not GL. Customer has a reconciliation account. So customer balances we can see through reconciliation GLs. Reconciliation GLs act as a subledger in SAP system. Okay, so all the balances of for this customer account can be tracked through reconciliation GLs in the SAP system. Okay, so for this document has a document type. The document type is, what is the document type? DR document. This is customer invoice. So for customer invoice we have one document of DR document. Okay, so like that in SAP already we have several kind of document types. Okay, that documents types already provide SAP. Okay, so if the client requirement is different and want to create any new document type, we can also create. Okay, see, I will ask you one more question. For example, I posted rent paid transaction 10,000 rupees. Okay, now so I thought that 10,000 rupees is incorrect. I need to modify 10,000 to 20,000. Okay, can we do that?
Yes, sir.
Once the transaction is posted, if I want to change the amount 10,000 to 20,000, is the system will allow or not?
Sir,
sir,
if the
SAP
transaction
will
is
not
posted, we can't, I
We
think.
have to revise the.
Once the transaction is posted, you cannot modify or change the amount.
Yes, sir,
Okay,
exactly.
you cannot change because some of the fields that we cannot change, like the document type also we cannot change. Once you post a transaction general ledger, it's as a document type. Okay, so you cannot modify once the transaction is posted and you come to know that you want to change the document type, it's not possible, or amount, it's not possible. I will tell you that concept once we posted some of the what we call transactions. And now what is the proof? See, what is the proof once we posted the document? What is the proof? Whether the document is posted or not, how we can identify?
Will there be any number?
Sorry, can you come again? Is there any?
Will there be any number, sir? If any document is posted, any numbers will be generated?
Yes. Like once exam form is submitted, so you are applying for some CMA examinations. You filled all the data. So after that, once you submit, what happened? There is some request number has been generated. right? So like that. So like that.
Transport
post-
request number is general.
Like that, if you post any kind of transaction, what is the proof? The proof is document number should be generated. Okay. Document number, who will provide the document numbers? How the system is taking that particular document 1 series, 2 series, 3 series, 4 series, how we can identify and where we can do this configuration. See, like you submitted exam form, but there is REF request number, 1, 2, 3, 4 posted. Okay, once again you submit one more examination form. So REF 1467 will be posted. So how the document is coming? Where we need to do this configuration. Document number range. See, for each document type has number range. So we need to define number range for each document type in SAP system. So if you are not defined the number range, system will throw an error. Document number range was missed out. Okay, so who will provide the number ranges? SAP consultant will do along all these number ranges, or FICO consultant, or any other people will do that?
Sir, configurations all will be done by SAP consultant only.
Correct. Configuration part is only from SAP FICO consultant. But who will provide the number range series?
The client will provide the range.
Client will provide. Number range is all time client level. Okay. Client level. See, for general ledger document, so I have given the serial number 1000 to 1 to, okay, 1 lakh. That means, okay, what is that meaning?
That 1 lakh general ledgers are created.
1 lakh general ledger.
Okay, up to you posted 1 lakh. What is the serial number? 1. Okay.
Yeah.
See, like that, you need to define customer document number ranges. Okay, vendor document number ranges, payments document number ranges, invoice document number ranges, credit memo document number ranges. So many document types number ranges we need to define for particular document types. If you not defined, so once you submit the entry, system will throw an error. Okay, you cannot post any single kind of entry in the system. So it's a mandatory step. We need to define the document number range for each document type. Got it? And what is the next configuration? You need to define document number range for customer invoice, customer payments, vendor credit memos, and customer credit memos. Okay, so end users well aware about these document types, because so they will come across different kind of transactions in real time. So they will know what type of document type so they want to post. So these things they must aware. Okay, but as a FICO consultant, we also know each and everything, even it is end user activity or consultant level or what, any kind of thing. As SAP FICO consultant should learn. So you cannot think that these things will be handled only end users. We are not part of doing this. No, not like that. So as a FICO consultant, you should have depth knowledge on each and every activity, whether it is FI level or CO level or end user level, or what kind of activity it should be. So you must have some knowledge at least. So then only you can understand the business requirement. If you do not have end user knowledge, then how you can resolve the issues? So you cannot understand what the end user is saying, but your side there is a communication gap between you and end user. So you have proper knowledge on each and every aspects of SAP side. So if you do not aware what kind of field in the SAP system, so many fields will be there. It would be very difficult to understand that fields and that case. So if you do not aware any field, just copy that field and go to Google and browse it and check what is that field exactly. This minimum analysis is required to be successful SAP consultant. If you are completely depending upon the trainer side and you are just focusing what we are discussing in the class, okay, so you will get some idea, but in real time, definitely you will face so many challenges, issues, problems, troubleshooting, so many things that you will come across. So here what we are discussing, this is just like to make you in the perfection. We are taking that direction only to make you more understanding to the subject, and so finally you need to make depth investigation, depth analysis, and finally you need to resolve the issues. Without having this kind of knowledge, so it would be very difficult to survive and crack the interviews even, and you cannot also resolve the issues. Okay, so SAP is not just like you are by hoarding these things and applying in your system. That should not be work out all times. Okay, so we should analyze why we are doing this configuration and what exactly the business requirement. We are following the business business guidelines or regulations or whatever the formalities, what we call regulations or what we call that things we need to follow, and we need to suggest the business also if it is not into the line. Okay. As a FICO consultant, it is your duty. If business is not in smooth way, definitely you need to suggest and guide. So for improvements also you need to give the proper suggestions as well, right? So define number ranges for the particular document types is done. Then the next one should be find tolerance group for employees. Okay, what is tolerance group? Anyone have any idea? Anyone has any idea?
Tolerance group is the amount received, maximum
Is that
amount.
about limit, sir? Last limit up to.
Okay, I will tell you one example. See guys, so I am the WhatsApp group creator. Okay, so I created one group. Okay, so my question is, if I want to, yeah, so if you want to post any kind of movie, video clip or anything, or in the chat box also you want to type. So is it possible? When it is possible?
When admin,
I created WhatsApp group. So you want to post something in the group. So is it possible?
yes sir.
No.
No, sir.
Tell me how it is possible. Once I added you in the group, it is possible, right? If I am
Yes.
not added, so how you can post the any kind of video clips or music, anything, how you can post it? It is not possible. Once I added in the group, then you get some access and you can able to post any kind of things over there like that. So I am the new joinee. Okay, I'm end user new joinee. So can I post transaction directly into SAP system?
Not possible, sir.
Right? How?
Like if I am the I have some exceed limit, sir. My higher authority will have some exceed limit. So based upon that, I can give the amount in the amount column, sir.
See, here not about the limits, right? The new
Sir,
joinee,
until the new
the end
joinee is
user.
given the access.
Access.
Until
We
you
have to
will
get
get
access.
access. you cannot post any kind of transaction in the SAP system. What kind of access is required?
Dealing about the types of documents or the amount we are giving in that.
From
Okay. See, in SAP, every employee is linked with the tolerance group. Okay, every employee means, like, let's say for example, I'm the tester. Okay, so I need to conduct a different kind of tester scripts in the system. So this is one of the end user activity. To do testing is one of the end user activity, right? So whatever the configurations has been done by developer, who will done the testing? So testing team is separate team. They will done. Okay, so if there is no testing team at all, then you are the person, SAP FICO consult will perform that activity also. So tester is also SAP FICO consult. But his roles and responsibilities are mainly restricted to only testing activities, not development. Okay, sometimes he also part of a testing project also. Okay, like that, end users. So those people who have already completed BCom, MBA finance, okay, those people directly join into company as a finance consultants, like end user, accounts consultant or senior accountants, like that. Their designations will be different. Okay, so they will. So once Mr. X has joined as an end user, so can he post any kind of transaction? No, because so he is in not tolerance group. He is not in tolerance group. He cannot post any kind of transactions in SAP. Okay, once he is in tolerance group, then he is able to post any kind of transaction. Okay, so tolerance group is just like where some of the restrictions, some of the authorizations, how much an employee can post, open item. Open item means what? What is open item? Uncleared item. Okay, how much an employee can post, how much max cash discount that we can allow to particular customers or vendors. So what is the permitted payment differences? So those things details, those things we can see in the tolerance group. Like you created one WhatsApp group, but in WhatsApp group you make some restrictions. Okay, so what is that restriction? One, only member can post one or two. Only member can submit only one or two posts. That's it. So this is one restriction like that. So once the employee has joined, so already tolerance group will be there. So that user ID should be assigned to tolerance group. Then only he will post the transactions. But they have some authorization limits. How much document type, how much document amount that he can post. Okay, how much open item that he can post. How much maximum cash that company will allow. Okay, so how much permitted payment differences that that user has access. So these are all things will be there in the tolerance group. So once the tolerance group is created, then the next step would be we need to assign the tolerance group to respect to user ID. So then only he will post the entry. So but in real time there is a security team will be there. So security team will check whether when this employee has joined, so if this employee has any authorization for posting the entry, or he is a temporary employee or contract employee, and so what kind of T code access that we need to provide to this employee. So all the roles are assigned to these employees, only specific roles are assigned. So these are all things will be reviewed by security team. Okay, so once the security team says, so please assign this user ID to tolerance group, then we can proceed. Because so all the background check will be done by security team. Their duty is to check the background job of the particular employee, and they will suggest to us, and we need to prepare the. So we need to assign the employee to tolerance group. Got it? So this is the way we need to learn. And here there are two tasks. will be created by employee. One task should be assigned to FI team and one task should be assigned to security team. Okay. So this is about tolerance group and assignment of tolerance group. What is posting keys? What is posting keys? See, I already told you. So what is the entry for rent paid? Rent account debit to bank account, right? So debit. So we cannot directly write debit in the SAP system. So we can take posting key 40. 40 means GL account debit. Bank account is 50. It is also GL account, right? Vendor invoice, it's a GL. Okay. So vendor invoice, it's not GL. It's a vendor only. So posting key is 31. Okay. So outstanding rent, it's a GL. So posting key is 50, right? So vendor invoice, no. Here it's outstanding. It's a GL. It's a 40, and Mr. X is 31. Okay. So customer invoice, credit sales, right? Customer account at artist sales, sales 50, 50 credit, GL 50 is a credit. Customer has posting key 01. See, like that, SAP has already predefined. Okay. So these are all predefined posting keys will be there. If client says, so these standard posting keys are not required, need to create any new posting key in the system, we can also customize. That option is also there. Posting keys are nothing but debit and credits. Sometimes we are taking 40 and 50 based on the transactions. That posting keys will be valid. Okay, what kind of posting key will be taken? So those things well aware by end users, because they will post different kind of transactions on daily basis. But at least we should aware what is posting key, what is debit and credit, what is GL posting key, and at the same time, so vendor posting key, customer posting key, asset posting key, so many. See, like credit memo has different posting keys. Okay, don't worry about posting keys. Okay, so these things the system will provide automatically once you post a transaction. Don't worry, and it's auto generated. Sometimes we need to provided all the posting keys if you want to post the transaction manual way also in real time. Okay, just understand that posting key is nothing but debit credits. Okay, so the numbers will be there, 2-digit numbers. Okay, 2-digit 40 50 is the 2-digit number, right? So like the 2-digit number will be there.
The GL debit posting key is different and GL credit posting key is different.
Correct. See, vendor is a different. It's not GL. So it's a 31 is the posting key. It's a credit. Okay, like that, system will provide the posting keys once you execute the enjoyable transactions. You see, these things you will aware once you go through. Once we post different kind of transactions, then you come to know each and everything. Right now, so those things I cannot say directly over here, because see, system is different and theoretical aspect is different. If I show in the system, then at least you come to know, okay, these are all posting keys. So many posting keys will be there. Don't worry, it's not hard like that. Okay, see, global settings. Global settings means whatever the configurations you have done so far, and sometimes you have forgotten about posting period variant or field status variant. Okay, those details also you can see in the global settings. And some of the parameters, very important parameters also we need to activate from the global settings. Okay, so these are all configurations relating to global settings. Okay, and so if anyone please share the screen, I will complete the configuration as well. I think I already shared this document, right? Okay, nothing else. Again, I'm sharing this. Anyone will share the screen? Okay, but next time you guys need to share the screen. So right now, I will do from my system. Okay, see, let me share that screen. Just give me some time. Okay, from tomorrow onwards, you people need to share the screen, because in real time. So even if you want to resolve the issues of end users, it is very must to share the screen. So without sharing the screen, it is not possible. Even if you want to explain anything from your system, also you need to share the screen. Okay, even if you want to connect anyone, then you need to share the screen. Okay, so this is one of the activity in real time, sharing the screen. So from tomorrow onwards, you people need to share the screen. Okay. So OB 29 for the, see, this is already done, right? Okay. So right now we want to do configuration for document types.
We cannot see your screen.
Oh, wait. Okay, now can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, for document types. So document types. So here all the theoretical aspects I shared here. Okay, so you guys need to read this. For document types, what is the T code? So OB A7. What is the path? SPRO, SAP reference IMG, financial accounting, global setting, document header, defined document types. Okay, so OB A7 is the transaction code. All times you follow the navigation path instead of the transaction. Just to type down OB A7 in the command field. Okay, here SAP has already so many documents, like you see, you guys create any document type. So here it is also appearing, right? That document type will be displayed by SAP. Okay, so some of the standard SAP document types I'm showing right now. So go to position and give SA document, click enter. So SA is the general ledger document. Okay, so and some of the people also created different document for SA. If you want to create this document type, okay, so once double click, so here all things will be there, right? You can also copy this. You can also copy this and change the document type and number range. That's it, and save. So you created a new document type, right? So this is copying, but I don't want to copy anything right now. Okay, so I'm just going to OBA7. So taking SA document. So double click on this. See, document type SA is already predefined SAP and number range is also provided. So once this document got reversed, what is the entry? What is the document type? SA document. So when the reversal will be happen? if any document posted incorrectly, then we can reverse the document, right? So what is the reversal document type for SA? So here the same as given SA document, but in real time, so there will be separate document SB. Okay, like that, separate document we need to create. We need to give also. So in your system, the same will be there or not. You can share the screenshot to me or separately or see this one is also you can take it. Reversal document we need to create separately. Okay, if it is there, then okay. Just I am explaining. Okay. So some of the people changing the documents, number ranges and reversal document types also. Okay, in that case, this document and this document should be same. So that is incorrect. Okay. So document type SA and reversal document type is should be not same and it should be different all times. Okay. So here assets, customers, this GL account is applicable to assets, customers, vendors, materials, GL accounts and secondary cost. See, this option is not in S4hana ECC version. Secondary cost option is not available in ECC version in the document types. Okay, so this is a new option, new field. Okay, for ECC it's not there. For S4hana secondary cost is also GL account. This concept is different. I will tell you. This is a little bit advanced. Okay, just to understand that secondary cost is the field will be available in S4hana system, not in ECC. Okay, and here negative postings, intercompany, trading partner, customer vendor check, net document. If you calculate the document based on the net document, also you can check it out. Okay, these things once aware, once you post any kind of transaction. If you want to post intercompany transactions, then you can select intercompany. So system will allow negative postings permitted. So once you click this option, okay. So when vendor is also customer, so that case also we need to select this vendor customer check. Okay, so those things will come to know one by one once you understand. Once we move to further topics. So what we can do, so this is already predefined in SAP. So just go to number range. Okay, so give your number. So what is the company code I am created?
RELT.
Yeah, real.
Right. Just give the RELT and intervals. See, number is 01 because for SA document number is 01 only, right? So it's a 2022. Okay, so give 1 to 1000. Okay, but real time it should be lakhs. So many transactions will be posted with respect of general ledger. Okay, in real time. So once you post first transaction here, that will be appeared in NR status. Document 1 posted 2, 3, 4. NR status we can also see. What is this external? So this external, once you select this external, so you need to provide the document number from this range. Okay, if you leave it, system will generate automatically once you post any transaction. But once you select this option, you need to give the own number to the system. Okay, so then that own number will be given once the document is posted. Okay, so remove it. So system internal, it's external. So I'm not taking this, means it's internal. Okay, so for external client will tell you. Okay, for these are the document types has external, then client will tell you that you need to tick mark. Okay, now just to save it.
This
so once
number
you save,
is 01 is for assert.
Sorry, come again.
01 is, sir, this number range number is 01 is for assert.
01 is asset. No, see this 01 will come from this SA. SA has already predefined 01. So I am taking this number range. Okay, so 01. Got it?
Yes, sir.
And next I'm taking KR document. Okay, vendor invoice. Double click on this. Okay, so it's a 19 number range. So give the number range. So here, so reference required document entry, reference number is mandatory, document header text is mandatory. If you want to post any transaction with this document type or SA document type or any kind of document type, reference number is mandatory. The client says for this document, reference number is mandatory for entire company codes, not single company code, entire company codes. Then we need to select this option. Here, document number ranges or document number is not, document type is not company code level. Okay, it's global, total, all company codes. Okay, so number range is company code level. Because so we are creating number range and taking for creation of number range we are taking the company code, right? Okay, so now just go to number range and give the company code intervals. Okay, where is that? This one. Okay, click. So give the 19. So give year 2022. Okay, so 1000, 10,000 to 1. It's how much? 10,000, right? To 20,000. But in real time it should be, yeah, save it. Okay, like that you can give document type. Okay, here reversal document is missing, so you can take a document is the reversal document. See, these are changing by someone. Okay, so we need to provide the reversal document. Okay,
These reversal document and document are predefined.
Yeah, see that see in real time it's predefined, but like you see, many of the students also using this server, right? So they will change.
They can change, yes.
Okay, so DR document. Okay, 18. So this reversal document may be DA document. Okay, DA document. Then click number ranges. Give the company code intervals. So what is the number range?
18.
18. Okay. See, number range should not be overlap. Okay, you should not give again number range from middle of this number range or anything. Okay, so you can give after this number. 20,000 to 1, 30,000. Save it. It's giving wrong. Okay, specify to a year greater than 900. So here I didn't provide the year. Okay, save it. Okay, like that. So you need to provide entire number range for all document types. Okay, for the time being, I will use DR document, KR document, and payment also. But for the real-time training perspective, so I'm not giving the document number range for entire document types, because in going forward we will post some kind of transactions with customer payments, vendor payments. That time number range error will come. Okay, so that is the reason I'm just ignoring to post some of the document types number ranges. Okay, to get the error message. Okay, so next is tolerance group. Document number range is done, then tolerance group to employees. So we need to define the tolerance group OBA4. Okay, /n OBA4. Okay, so here already like me so many people created. Okay, so I'm taking one standard one. Okay, so do one thing, double click on this. So here it's already there. Double click on this, it's already there. Okay, so I will do one thing. So I will create new entries. Okay, so my tolerance group is RELT. My tolerance group is RETG. And company code is RELT. Okay, so how much amount that a vendor can post? See how much amount that any employee can post. That details we need to provide. How much maximum card discount that system will allow. That details also we need to provide. Permitted payment differences. So for this document type, how much percentage system will allow? For example, 100 rupees is there. Okay, invoice is 100 rupees. If you want to pay to the vendor 1 or 2, system will accept. 98, system will accept. So that is the revenue and expenses point of view. How much differences, payment differences, whether it is revenues or expenses, that system will accept. So that limit we need to define. So these are all things will be given by our client. Okay, no doubt. So you just understand why they have been given the why they have given these fields. Okay, so here the permitted payment differences for the revenues and expenses. How much difference that the system will accept? That limit we need to provide.
Can you give an example of this difference? Means.
Okay, 1 minute. So this is new configuration, right? So I'm giving global settings.
It is new from that earlier settings, earlier global settings.
Document type has no TRs. Okay, document type number ranges. I think we are not created any TRs. Just I'm showing. Okay, see, I'm taking one more example. Okay, so standards standard one we need to take. That is the reason I told you standard is there or not. Okay, so this is also taken wrong. So they will take from the invoice and percentage. Okay, so they will take you some base amount and percentage system, how much system will accept. Okay, like rounding rules. Rounding rule, you know very well, right? So for 100 rupees, system will accept 99.5 also, and 100.50 also. Like that, we need to adjust the difference. Okay, that limit the client will provide. Okay, just give that limit. Okay, so while posting any payment transactions, system will accept because of this settings, because of this settings only. Okay, so you cannot post any transaction up to this 5%. So you cannot allow card discount up to this 5%. So below 5 or 5 will system accept. Like that, here also the client will give you that this permitted document details, open item, how much vendor invoice we can post in the system. Okay, how much customer invoice that we can post in the system. So this is just like a limit, authorization limits. This will be given by our client. So your duty is just assign it. Okay, and so while posting the transactions, you come to know. So how much system difference accept. So permitted payment difference will accept. That things will come across once you post the transactions. Okay, so what is the next one? So this is in GL accounts, not in global settings. Just ignore. Okay, so next is global settings and OBY6. Okay, so go to position. So give your company code. Okay, so double click on this. So here your complete details will be displayed. FM area, fiscal year. Okay, so field status variant, posting period variant, and you can also activate many things in this place. So tax reporting date activate, enable amount split, huge request, JV accounting activate. So many activations points also we can see in this place. And if you want to see additional data, it's not coming. So chart of account details, okay. This is different company code. This is my company code, and it should be go to different company codes. Okay. So many activations, complete SAP activations also given in this place. So here you can activate purpose fiscal years and okay, JV accounting, activating, so had the request. So many things are relevant or irrelevant. So many facilities SAP will be given. So it is very difficult to know more on each field. So generally, whatever the field we know and which are required for the business perspective, so we just check it out. So where is exactly that option is available in the system, so we can tick if it is required. If it is not required, so we can make it untick. Okay, so this is the global settings where you can see entire configurations which you have performed. Okay, so if you are forgetting about your credit control area, you can directly go to OBY6. So this is the transaction code in SAP. We can see all these details. Okay, and now the next one should be posting keys, right? So posting keys, you can go to OB41. So OB41 is the transaction code here. So many posting keys that we can see. Okay, so many posting keys are there. Okay, so some of the posting keys are created created by the users like practitioners. Some of the these posting keys are completely standard one. Okay, just double click on this. So this one is debit customer, right? Debit, and it should be applicable to customer. Whether it is applicable to vendor, you can click vendor. It is applicable to customer. So it is sales related. So you just tick it out. It is special GL. Special GL means down payment related. Then we can tick this. So many errors will come. Okay. So in coming days we will see so many errors. So that time, what is this posting keys and where we do configurations. Okay, everything you will come to know. But for the time being, just understand what we are saying in the class. But you will come to know each and everything. The time is passing on. Okay, so here you can also see maintain field status in the posting keys. So this posting keys, just double click on this. So all the field status in OBC4, the same will be available in posting keys also. This both should be matched. How it should be matched and those things you will come to know once you will get errors. Okay, we will get so many errors in the test servers. Okay, so I will resolve each error at the initial stages. So you people share your errors, and it is very vital to share your screen also. If you are not sharing the screen, that means so it would be very difficult to survive in real time. Okay, because so in order to resolve the end user issues also, so yeah, at least you need to ask the end user to share the screen, and you need to check that what is the error that is possible only screen sharing. And so if you don't know anything, so you want to check from your team leads or your senior colleagues, then that time they will also ask you to share the screen. See, so based on your screen sharing, so we will come to know that you are the real-time consultant or not. What is the speed in your system? Those things, how we can analyze. So based on this only. Okay, you people do the configuration and do the configuration for 2 or 3 company codes. Okay, so then your speed will be increased automatically. Okay, so this is just like what is this from account?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, I have made some mistakes here.
Okay.
So my first mistake is while creating this fiscal year variant, I configured that in our SAP in enterprise structure instead of a global setting. and I assign the same thing to my company code as well. So yeah, so that is the reason I am not able to see that in the T code SC01.
See, GL account number. Why did you write that GL account number?
Sir, I have just put this randomly. I know we need to put the numbers over here.
No. Please remove that. Okay.
Okay.
Here,
So
GL account number we need to.
right. Yes, sir.
Okay,
just for my understanding, I have put this.
Sorry.
Just for my understanding, I have put this GL account number.
Okay, but remove that. Without removing that, system will not allow to post the entries. See, masked account type means you just remove and save it. It will be saved. Okay.
Okay. So in the first picture, the error is showing that for account type we do not specify account number. So why this error is showing?
See, it's correct actually. So just remove that GL account number. Okay. You remove from account and to account, and what I am saying. So last time I shown copied one, right? So I copied some of the already existing one. Okay.
Right.
So just copied and do that.
Okay.
Okay, and do that configuration and just watch out my video, last video. Based on that, just to do that. It will be saved.
So my question is in other like customers, vendors, and materials, we are putting the GL account numbers or the account numbers.
Correct.
But why is it showing error for the V?
See, V is contract accounts, right?
Okay.
See, for contract account, system is saying that do not specify account numbers. Okay. For this GL account is not required. So that is the reason. So it is ignoring, right? I will share you my screen. Just let me check it out. OB52, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, for V, the contract account is blank. Okay. We should not provide any GL accounts for this case for contracts.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Even you can also check in your system. For V, it's blank. Okay.
So what is the use of V?
V for contract accounts. So see, we are not doing any contract. There is separate module. Okay. Contract accounting is separate module.
Got it. So
Okay.
my last doubt is as I asked, I have assigned the wrong fiscal year to instead of the global setting, I have created under the SAP structure, enterprise structure, and I have assigned the same thing to my company code.
Do one thing first to follow the videos. Okay.
Okay.
Then you can make additional research. Okay. You can take another company code.
Sure.
And do your own research. But at the initial stage, follow my instructions and guidance and that video which I already shared to you. And once you want to change modifications or anything you wish to learn, so that case you will create another company code. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So do not do everything in the same system, because once the error will come, it will not be rectified immediately. Okay. So at the initial stages, for you, it will take more time. Once you understand the system behavior, so you can resolve the issues in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Okay, it depends upon your potential, how you are understanding system behavior and all. Okay, but the initial stage, you need to create 1 or 3 company codes. See, 3 company codes at least, and do the practice, and you need to improve your system practice. Okay, and so you need to share the screens over here. That is also very vital. Okay, in real time, all times you people need to share the screen.
Sure, sir.
Thank you guys. Okay, right.
Thank you, sir.